Hi everyone, thanks for stopping in. I know it has been a hot minute since I have been on here to chat with you or do any type of videos, but I now have a new job where I work 3/12s and I'm off 4 days a week, so now I actually have a life. I actually have time that I can get these videos done for you. And what we are looking at here, as all my crochet buddies will know what this pile is, these are all of my works in progress. Each bag that you see there has something in them as well. I have several Afghans, blankets, tons of hats, tons of scarves, tons of shawls. Yes, these are things that I have been just pushing aside because there's just not enough hours in the day. But yay, thankfully, I am about to get busy and get some of these done. So I thought I would show you the pile, and then as the pile as things come off the pile, I'll show you those as well. Thank you again for staying. Thank you again for hanging out with me. And this is just the start of many more videos because now I actually have time to do things. Alrighty, so I will get into this here. I'll start getting a few things done and I'll show you those things as I finish them. Alrighty, and here is the first thing that I did finish. It is a shawl. So yay, one more off the pile. Oh my word, as I started to take things off and show you the finished products, I realized I had more bins, or more baskets I should say. So I got those out too. So for every 2 baskets right now that I took off this pile, I had 3 more to add. So let's just take a look at some of the things I did get done. The first things I got done was this cowl with the head wrap. So I did get that finished. This is a scarf done in the mile a minute stitch with a hat that I managed to incorporate the mile a minute and a mile, I don't even remember, a mile and a minute stitch into the hat as well. So I got those done. I threw this one together. It started out as a baby blanket and it just turned into a now that I look at it, looks like a mushroom or a chef's hat, but it's actually a hat. So I got that done. I got this cowl done, and I'm making a hat as we speak, and I just realized I left that downstairs. Anyway, there's another cowl that I got done, and I am making a hat at the moment to match. I've saved all of the labels and I've tried to keep them with the items that I have made so that I can see what material it was, what it cost me to make it, and what to charge. Here's one. Just finished this one. I just need to weave in my tails and another caul. All right, and another caul. This is so soft. I loved working with this yarn. What do I have here? A couple of headbands that I just threw together with scrap yarn. Another hat. Actually, this is a ponytail hat so that you can put your ponytail through the top of it. In my case, my dreads, if I decide to keep that for me. I got into a cowl kick where I was just throwing cowls together left and right. And now that I've said it so many times, it just doesn't sound right. Oh, and here is the cowl that I made to go with that hat. So I got that done. This is actually, I got it done bin here. Like I said, I'm trying to keep those together. Another cowl and a hat to match. I am so proud of myself. I'm actually getting things done. Some more. Okay, this was an experiment actually, but it is another cowl, but it's going to be a tiny cowl, or it could be a turban. With my dreads, this would actually fit over my head, kind of turban style. Oh my God, I have to tell you, this yarn, this was the Lion Landscapes. This was in the tropics. This yarn was so awesome to work with. I love the colors. I love the feel. I made a cowl out of this one and a hat. And it was a new stitch that I tried, and I really, really like it. So that is my first basket of getting things done. Let us continue. And I so enjoyed working with this Smile a Minute. It was so fast and so easy to connect. This one was a scarf. And I've got the hat to match that I showed you. And then I made a cowl. This one is not a twist cowl. It's just goes on like so. But I shortened the mile a minutes, attached them, and then just did a border in a single stitch and then a slip stitch all the way around. Again, this yarn was so much fun to work with. So I did that. I had another hat that I tried another stitch with. I really like that. And then I made a matching scarf in the two colors. And here's my yarnage so that I know what I used. This one I literally just finished about 20 minutes ago. It is another cowl, double crochet with a triple single all the way around for the borders. Again, another yarn that was so easy, and I loved working with it. So just got that one done today. I showed you the shawl that I made. This was another mile a minute, just attached together differently. And this is, let me set the phone down for just a sec. And this one is a shawl. This is just a straight edged shawl. But I love the colors on this, and I loved working with this yarn as well. This was done in a different style of mile a minute. This one was done in clusters of double crochets and added together. These were done in the puff stitch and added together. Alrighty, let me see if I've got another basket of dones. Alrighty, and we have another headband. Oh my gosh, let Miss Kitty. Alright, she is in. She may or may not make an appearance, but she'll probably have a few words to say, I'm sure. So anyway, this is a twisty headband. We have the hat, and then we have the cowl to go with it. This is another yarn that I absolutely loved working with it. It was similar to the other one that I showed you, but we have a cowl here. And I just love how soft this is. It is so soft. So we have that cowl. We have a twisty headband that can go over and keep ears. You can use it as an ear warmer, thick headband, something to just hold the hair back on those days when you just can't make it work. This yarn was so much fun to work with too, and I had it in two different type of colorations here. So I decided to make a hat out of this one. We have ourselves a hat. We have ourselves a twisted cowl. And I also made a baby blanket out of this one here. This one was just a fun stitch, a totally fun stitch to work with. But this is large enough. There's my width, and long enough to be a baby blanket. And it's just the perfect fabric for it too, or yarn for it, because it's so super soft. Alrighty, and a few more that I've actually finished in the last few days. This was actually Dollar Tree yarn. It was the little balls of yarn that you got that were $1 when they were actually $1, not $1.25. And I threw together this large cowl. This you can fold over a few times. It is really big. But I just used the 3 different colors, alternated, and then crocheted them together. But yes, these were the Dollar Tree yarns and the little itty bitty DIYs. And so it's a little stiff. It's not soft in any way. It may be after I wash it, but it's pretty stiff. It's also the stitching that I did to help kind of give it a little more oomph and some warmth. That was done. These are done. And then another soft yarn that I absolutely loved. Got it here in a couple of different colors. Let's see, which one does this go to? All right. This was just the cowl by itself. Like I said, I got into a cowl kick and just made them like crazy. And I do have a couple of bins of things that I had finished before. Hats, scarves, things like that. They are on my top shelf downstairs, so I didn't feel the need to bring those up. Eventually, my goal is to get all of these things made and open a shop so that I can put them up and sell them. I also give these away as gifts. It's so nice to just make something, have it on hand, and when you need to give a gift, boom, you have it. Here I made a cowl with a matching hat. That was the shawl that I made. Gotta try and figure out where these babies go. Just squish them in there for now. Alrighty, so that is 3 baskets full of done products. Let's see if I've got anything else that I may have finished that I can show you. As you can see, our pile has dwindled quite a bit. This was the start of an Afghan that is now turned into an abstract sweater. Same thing with this one here. It started out as an Afghan and has turned into an abstract sweater. This one, you may have all seen me working on this one in several videos. This was a scrap gan that I was making out of all my scraps. And since I put that one aside, I do have a whole nother bucket, jar, whatever you want to call it, container of leftover yarn that I'll be adding to that at some point. All right, and this one is a poncho. It's an open poncho, so you can just tie it around you, put it around you. It is almost done. The only thing I need to do here is a button as well. But it turned out to be rather long. I saw this one in the light that I realized it was 2 different colors. Sometimes I will crochet in the dark And it wasn't until I put this one and was finished with it and looked at it in the light and saw that it was 2 different colors. But you know what? That's what I'm going to call a happy accident. We're going with this one here. It's just a 2-toned poncho, that's all. And this one is almost finished. I just need to put the toggle on here so that that can be put together. Alrighty, I do believe that is all the finished projects that I had, works in projects if you will. I looked inside these bags and those are still all unfinished projects. So my pile has shrunk. It has shrunk just a little bit. These little rounds here, I just started making a ton of rounds. I just would finish a ball and have it be a round. I started taking them apart to make something else. I believe I'm working on a shawl on this one. This one is technically done, but it's really short. So I want it to add some more length. So I'm just going to take more of these rounds away and add to this one. Eventually, I may just add some of these rounds together. I have a ton of this sweet rolls that I got on clearance at Joann's. And the funny part is, every time I'm working on a project, the crochet needle that I use stays with that project so that I don't have to try and remember what I was using or what I was doing. The hilarious part is now that I have actually finished some projects, I have all my crochet hooks free and available for the next one. Alrighty everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was just the projects that I've been working on, things I've been doing since starting my new schedule. So I thought I would just kind of share all this good stuff with you, since it looked like I was making some progress on all the things that have just been started and stopped and put aside. Literally, some of these have been for several years. That one, which I actually had put together. It's in 2 pieces, triangular pieces that are going to be attached and joined, and that is going to be an Afghan. That was actually joined at one time. I just did not like the way it looked, and all of my crochet friends will know exactly what I'm talking about here. You don't like it, you rip it apart, you take it apart, you start over. Luckily, they're still where I need them to be. I just need to put them together. And then that basket there are some, again, sweet rolls that I did in the rounds. So those are there. These are all my, excuse me, get out of the light. These are all my scraps that I've managed to roll up and get going for the day. These again were more sweet rolls that I did, and still trying to figure out how I'm going to utilize them. This one was a bag that I made. Again, all one piece, so nothing can join, nothing that can come apart. But I made that, so I guess that can go in my finished projects. And then, like I said, I have more of the sweet rolls that I just, for some reason, they were so much fun to use, I just kept going around and round and round with them. And so now I have all these rounds that may get joined together at some point to make one big Afghan. Alrighty everybody, thank you again for stopping in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed my works in projects and my finished works in projects. So, no, I guess if they're finished, they are not a work in project. My finished projects. So, I hope you enjoyed. Please have a good evening, good day, good night, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And there is a new ASMR video coming up soon, I promise. So we will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.